Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Capandball here, your favorite gun channel on YouTube in beautiful bright Hunglish language. And today I have a specialty for you. This is my model 1873 Uberti Repro Winchester rifle in 44 center fire or 44-40 caliber. This is a beautiful caliber, and of course the cartridges are loaded with holy black powder. Now ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to recreate a historical, oh no, it's not a historical, it's a movie shot. I just love Lonesome Dove. I think that is the best Western series ever. And my favorite scene in this movie is when, in the second part, Gus's horse is killed and Gus has to defend himself against the bandits, one of them using a Sharps rifle with his Henry rifle. And he's placing an extremely accurate and extremely long shot. Now, this is exactly what I'm after today. We do not know exactly the distance of this shot, but there are some points that can help us. First of all, Gus is adjusting his Henry rifle sight to, let's say, middle range, which is around 500-600 yards. Now, that's a truly large distance for a rimfire Henry cartridge. The other information we have is when the camera is showing Gus from the point of view of the Sharps operator, which seems to be less, let's say 200-300 yards. So it must be somewhere around maximum 400 yards, I guess. So this is what I'm going to try. The original rimfire Henry cartridge held 26 to 28 grains of black powder and also 200 to 216 grain flat nose lead bullet. Now, my 44-40 cartridge is loaded with black powder. It is charged with 30 grains of black powder and also a 220 grain bullet. So this is quite close to the original Henry Ballistics, I guess. Of course, it's a difference because the Henry cartridge was a rimfire cartridge. It was the material of the casing was copper, not brass. So there are differences, but whatever, this is the best I can do. But let's learn something about the ballistics of the 44 Henry cartridge today. Let's check the most accurate sources available. Let's check Wikipedia about how accurate this rifle was at larger distances. And let's go down to ballistics and here's the answer. The 44 Henry is a large and slow bullet, giving poor external ballistics and a great deal of ballistics drop during its trajectory, making hitting a target past 200 yards almost impossible for the average shooter. 200 yards, impossible. Now this is something for Capandball. Well, my rifle is not a Henry rifle, of course, but if I had a Henry rifle, that would be an Uberti Repro, and the Uberti Repro is manufactured with the same 24-inch barrel as my sporting 1873 rifle, with the same rifling twist, same rifling profile, and the same caliber, 44-40, which means technically, from the ballistics point of view, these rifles are the same. This is the closest I can get to the original Henry rifle, so this is what I'm going to use, whatever you do. We had quite a strong crosswind that day, which means that the wind was blowing from the left to the right, which means I had to use some good old-fashioned Kentucky windage, and I held the aiming into the left a bit. I also knew from my previous experiences that with the 200-yard setting, this rifle is shooting quite high, so I was aiming on the center of the body, on the middle of the body. Let's do some 200 yards fun. And a miss. Well, my cartridges are of course charged with holy black powder, but today I have a specialty for you as well, because I have a tool from the 19th century. This is a reloading tool called the Ideal tool that can do everything on the cartridge that you have to make to reproduce your cartridges in camp circumstances. Now this tool is original, it was made in the end of the 19th century as I told you, and it's in 44-40 caliber. So we are going to use this tool to make the cartridges we use for target shooting, for long range target shooting. The Ideal tool was designed for the cowboy on the trail. It was rugged, easy to use and versatile. I'm pretty sure that the way I reload the 44-40 cartridges is pretty close to the method that was used on the field by the cowboys. The process starts with melting the lead. While melting the lead, preheat your mold also, so the first bullets will be perfect as well. Now clean the oxides from the surface of the alloy. And now the cast bullets are ready for some lubrication. And there you go, your cartridge is ready. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I have a little cheat here. These two cartridges look identical, but they are not. This one is made with the original bullet mold, this one is made with a Lyman bullet mold. The difference between the two bullets is not the weight, but the diameter. The original bullet mold drops a bit smaller bullet than what I need. It drops 424, 425 bullets, and I need 0.427, 428 bullets for my rifle. So I'm going to use that one for long range shooting definitely, and not this one. We actually have some contemporary data about the long range performance of the Winchester rifles, the model 1866 Winchester rifle that was trialed in October 1866, 6th to 8th in Switzerland. And they were shooting these rifles to 300, 600, 900 and 1000 paces. What is important for us now is the 300 and 600 paces, because they are quite close to the distances that I'm going to shoot today. At 300 paces, which is around 250 yards, the group of the rifle, the group of 30 shots, were within 1 foot by 1 foot square, which is quite good. At 600 paces, which is around 500 yards, the group of the rifle was still very good. It was 1.5 by 3 feet group, which is still a man-sized target, which is quite good, which means that we can try larger distances as well. But let's see now Gus's shot. Well, my distance will be 400 yards, and my target will be a 30 centimeter metal plate hanging on a rubber band. Now, from my previous experiences, I also know that I will have to set my sights to 300 yards, and I will have to aim on the top of the target. I will actually aim on the top of this rubber band. Let's see what happens.
De még most nem, még egy 10 percig, mert utána lehet. Forró 0. Még tegye vissza forró 0. Balra visz elég sokat. Balra megyünk. Balra fölé? Balra fölé. Balra megyünk. Jó, halad is nulla. Jó, az első balra. Hogy? Eltaláltam. Meg volt? Kifogytuk.
I have to be honest with you. After these first 4 shots and with this one hit, I was not able to hit that target again. I tried it 8 times without success. But they were quite close to the target, so which means that hitting a man-sized target at 400 yards with this rifle was still possible. So ladies and gentlemen, if you know where to hold this rifle, be sure that it will hit. Now, if you wish to support us, you can do it through Patreon or by buying the genuine capandball products. Both links are in the description of the video. If you wish to help the channel grow, then please share this video or the channel, comment, subscribe and like. So ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay cool and keep your powder dry.